Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Dr. Ollie Show, where we will have special guests, hot topics, and unexpected surprises. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Dr. Ollie Show, where yours truly will be the host on today. Today, I'd like to invite you to be able to open your hearts and clear your minds as we dive into our topic. Today, we're going to have a discussion about I'm a survivor. Stripping saved my life. And I have a young lady that's here who's going to tell us a little bit about her life and why she chose the career path that she went down for a while and where she is as of right now. So, without any further delay, let's go ahead and put our hands together and let's welcome out Catherine.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good,
Good.
So, a long flight for you, huh?
Yes, but I'm happy that I made it and I'm happy to be here.
All right, so you're originally from Atlanta, Georgia?
No, I'm originally from Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay, so originally from Jacksonville, Florida, and you converted there as far as like how long ago?
It's been about 6 years now, maybe 7.
Okay, all right. And so you already know as far as what our topic is about as of today. And so a lot of people, even some of the guests, once they heard about the topic that we had, they were interested to be able to know. Because I think a lot of people, they always question and wonder, why is it that some people do the things that they do, especially when it comes to just different career fields, whatever. I've had people ask me, what made you want to sit down and be a talk show host, just to interview people all day? But it's different reasons for different people. And so for you, as far as becoming I like to classify as exotic dancer, you did it for a season. How long was that?
It was on and off for, I never thought about how many.
The time frame?
Yeah.
A number of years?
Yeah, a number of years, definitely.
Okay.
I would say a number of 10 years. I'm
Okay.
30 now, so yeah.
Okay,
about
so you're 30 years old now. It was
9 to 10 years.
Okay, and what would you say really were you pushed at one point into it? Because for you to say off and on, I'm just catching keywords.
No, it was always by choice.
Okay.
But I always had goals and I always had things that I wanted to pursue in life, and I knew that the type of goals and things that I wanted, I wasn't going to get them. I felt like I wasn't going to get them working a regular 9 to 5 full time. I wouldn't be able to have the time and the money to do what I wanted to do.
Gotcha.
Pursue an acting career, do hair and makeup and other things that I like to do. And so that was really my reasoning for getting into dancing.
So would you say that it gave you more, so you did this more for freedom?
More freedom, yes.
More for freedom. So it gave you more of the freedom to be able to have, because I look at a lot of people that are in that industry, and I think you guys are classified as more of independent contractors.
That's exactly what it is.
That can be able to go and come when you get ready, and you look at that, like I said, as far as the freedom that can be able to just give you the access to whatever.
Freedom and, sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
But freedom and to be able to pursue my acting career.
Okay.
Because I hated it. I didn't like it.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to get to that there in a little bit.
So I just want to be clear on that. Yeah, I didn't enjoy it. I mean, the money was great, but for me personally, I speak for myself, it's not always fun. I mean, you're in the club, you're dancing and stuff, you're drinking, you're getting to hang out, but it comes with a lot behind the scenes.
Yeah.
It comes with a lot. So.
Okay, so when you say that it comes with a lot, would you say that as of now that you would continue, or because of the fact you're still acting, right?
Yeah, I'm about to start back because I had a baby.
Okay. So would you say that this is something that you would continue, just to be able to keep freedom and still be able to act?
For the sake of my family, for my son, yes, I would. And I said before when I quit initially that I'd never dance again.
Really?
But then I got pregnant by choice. I put my life on hold by choice. I was never planning on stopping acting. But I always knew that I wanted a family as well. And so dancing also comes into place with that.
Okay.
Things didn't really work out. I'm in the midst of that now. But that was always the plan, to get an acting career, dance until I make it. And if I don't, do what I have to do until I do. I met someone, I wanted to have a family, paused for a second, and now I'm back into acting. And like I said, I have a son now. I'm living off of savings because I'm a full-time mom, but if it's necessary, I will go back.
Gotcha. So on the financial side, I know this is like $1 million question that a lot of people, they want to know. And you say good money. To some people, they think about it just for a moment. They say that good money, if you're only used to making about $500 a week, good money is definitely doubling that to $1,000 a week. But I believe that with you, it would be on a whole nother level. Or we'll just say you're speaking for dancers as a whole. What is the most that some people have actually made?
Okay.
And we'll just say a particular.
That with dancing is what a lot of people don't know. It's not like that. It's going to be different for every dancer.
Okay.
Just because you dance, everybody is not going to make the same kind of money.
Okay.
It wasn't easy for me. That was another reason why I hated it. I'm little, I'm petite. You know, we're in a, even then when I started, petite women, we were good, you know, but in that environment, people come to that environment most of the time to see some shake in the clubs that I was dancing at.
Okay.
And so the money isn't, it's a hit or miss, and that's where a lot of the frustration comes into place. You know, the club might be full, but you're not making no money. And then you have to deal with people. Well, you know why I'm here, so pay me, but you can't have that attitude because you got your hand out. So you just have to have a certain approach to it, you know. But okay, you could make thousands of dollars in a night, and I've made a few $1,000s a night, but it wasn't like a constant thing for me.
Yeah.
But there are women who just have it, or they're known, or whatever. Each individual, each situation is different.
Right.
There are women who make a lot of money, and there are women who struggle in there. Okay. It's just like life, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So, like we said, by you being an independent contractor, it's almost, it's just like being a car salesman. I mean, you know, you got some car salesmen, real estate agents, same exact thing.
Exactly, that's exactly what it is.
Some of them, they may end up making $300,000-$400,000 in a year, while you have others that are struggling to be able to make $30,000 to $40,000 by just selling a few houses.
Exactly. You can, it also, like, it's a game. Like, I hate to call it that, but it's a game.
It's a game.
You gotta know how to talk.
Okay.
You have to know how, you have to sell.
Yeah.
You have to sell yourself.
Well, and that's,
not,
you know what?
Basically.
And that's one of the reasons why I put it to that perspective, as far as even with just putting, because it's a sales job. And so when I classified it in the category of real estate or car salesman or anything like that, I think what a lot of people don't realize is the fact that you got to be almost, as far as a salesperson, that has a good pitch at all times, and then recognizing as far as whoever your customers are with what you're doing. So I sold insurance, I'll put it like that. And I knew for a fact that the same approach that I did as far as with young people, and when I say young, I mean between the ages of maybe 20 to 30, were not going to be the same approaches that I would have to show.
Was it life insurance? Or what
life insurance, yeah.
Okay,
And
okay, so yeah, okay.
And so you look at it from this right here, that if you got somebody that's between, let's say, 25 to 30, a lot of them, they're not thinking that I'm going to die at any particular time. But if I can come to a person that's maybe 55 to 60, and they're like, well, I mean, I know I don't have that much longer. I mean, they may live for another 20, 30 years, or they know for a fact that there are a lot of people that may pass away in 60. So they look at it a totally different. So that's why I'm saying, even with what you're saying, I understand as far as what you mean by the approach that you have to do it. So another question I wanted to ask you about was, would you say that some of the goals that you had, since you said that it's been for so long that you have been off and on with this right here, that you've been able to achieve? And if so, then what are some of them, as far as like with acting?
What have I achieved?
Yes.
So my first speaking role, which was on Tell's BET, was with Lance Gross. My lines were cut, but if you go back and watch, it was the Trap Queen episode. And I got my first speaking role from working at Blue Flame in Atlanta.
How did you
I
do
was a
that?
stripper at the time.
Okay, and so they come in?
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they come in because Atlanta is so big.
Yeah.
And I knew this years ago.
Yeah.
And that's why I was dancing. Before I moved permanently to Atlanta, I was traveling back and forth from Jacksonville to Atlanta. And so that costs money. But yeah, I got my first speaking role from dancing. I got another role within that same week from being a dancer. So a lot of these opportunities, a lot of these deals and stuff, these producers and stuff, sometimes they talk at the club over drinks and stuff, or whatever. Or sometimes you might meet someone in there. So so far that's what it's done. I've made a lot of connections. I was doing hair and makeup when I first moved to Atlanta. That's when I wanted to stop because, like I said, I hated it. So I was trying to find something to do throughout those years to maintain and pay my bills and stuff without having to go back. And when I got frustrated and I got annoyed, I would just go back and take the easy route and go back to the club because I knew I could do it, just didn't want to. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna do what I have to do till I don't have to do it anymore.
Okay.
So yeah, I made a lot of connections in and out from dancing.
So
that's it.
That's point number 2 then, as far as so it wasn't so much even about, we talked about the freedom part. And now the second thing is the networking.
Yeah. So to have the freedom and the money and yeah. So I mean a lot of things. Networking. I met a few people in there. I want to be able to, but I'm drawing blanks right now. But
just take your time with it.
Yeah. You know the rap. Are you guys familiar with Blue Flame Lounge? And
I've heard of it multiple times.
That's where I worked, and I worked at Pink Pony.
Okay.
2 completely different
genres,
types of
like,
clubs.
yeah,
One is
different.
urban, one is not urban.
Okay.
And so, yeah, you meet a lot of different people. I met a lot of different people.
Okay.
People who are in the industry, yes.
As far as in entertainment industry.
In entertainment, acting and stuff. And it's not like that. It's just they're just having drinks, and when you talk to them and you're selling yourself, what do you do? Oh, okay, you produce, or you're in casting, or women come in there too, whatever the case may be. I'm looking at that as God sent a vessel. I need to tell you, I have my profile, I have my headshot, and I have my acting resume right here on my phone. Can I email it to you? So I was always, in there trying to make money, but I'm also like aware trying to do it. So yeah, it opened a lot of doors for me. Okay,
and then the reason why I'm bringing this out is because I think a lot of people, they don't view as far as, it's more of like, that's a bad place, it's a disgusting place. No, we can't never ever do something like that right there. And I think that you're really open. Go ahead.
I was one of those people.
You were one of the people that viewed it like that?
Yes.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying, as far as they looked at it as if that
I used to work at Hooters, and if they ever see this, the girls that I used to hang out with, we used to go to Wild Wings every night.
Okay.
And this was, this is before I ever danced.
Yeah.
And we were at the bar with some dancers because Hooters was here, Wild Wings was here, and then it was a strip club called Mascaras down the street in Jacksonville. Everybody knows about Mascaras. But anyway, we would work and spend all our money at the strip club. The dancers loved us because we would come spend all our money on them. So at the bar, they're like, y'all should come dance, y'all should try it out, you'll make money. And I'm like, I'll never dance. You'll never catch me on the pole. A year and a half later, I was shaking ass for cash. Can I cuss? In short. So yeah, I was one of those people, but sometimes even I feel like this, people are gonna see it, it's gonna impact some people it won't. Sometimes you have to go in there, and sometimes you have to go through things and experience things for you to see it and understand it. But yeah, I was one of those people.
Gotcha.
I had to eat my words.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you know what? What we're going to get ready to do in just a little bit is I appreciate all of the information that you're giving as of right now, because what I feel like it's doing is enlightening people and being able to show them a different side. And I feel like there's so many people that don't come out as far as with just giving their personal thoughts about things. And a lot of times we hear the saying of what goes on these four walls stays inside the four walls. But
I just don't like
because
that.
of the fact that you're coming out and you're sharing this type of stuff with people, it's going to help someone. So I just want to definitely publicly give you that information as of now. But as of right now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a commercial break.
Okay.
And when we come back, we'll continue this as far as your survivor and how it kept you alive. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back once again. And I've been sitting here talking to Catherine as she's been expressing to us and just giving us her thoughts on just life and how she survived over these last 10 years and just her career of being an exotic dancer. And it's been off and on. And she stated to us some of the different things of just the reasons and the goals and the purpose of why she's doing what she's doing and has done it. But one thing I wanted to ask you about was when it comes down to, let's just say, close people, family, friends, what was their, as far as, their opinion about all of this right here? Because that's something that everyone has to deal with as well. Some people stay in secret for years.
They do, because what people don't realize is your family and or the people that you consider family.
Yeah.
Their opinion matters, and it plays a major role when you're making decisions like that in life. And they don't realize it. They don't mean any harm. They want the best for you.
Yeah.
But they don't understand that affects the mental of the person who's actually going in there having to do it. But as far as me, yeah, I guess I say that because my family in the beginning, I called myself the black sheep of my family because it was so frowned upon. You need to be doing that. You need to go to school, or just tradition.
How did they find out? Did you just tell them one day, or was it discovered?
Oh,
or
yeah,
did somebody else? Oh, okay. You just told them.
Oh yeah, it was never a secret.
Oh, okay.
I am confident
Okay.
in anything that I do. I stand on anything that I believe in. I'm firm on that.
Yeah.
And I also don't want my family to find out something that I know that they don't necessarily like from someone else.
Yeah.
Or, I posted pictures, Instagram was just coming out at that time, or like anything. Flyers, when you putting flyers in the car, all of that stuff. And so I respect my family and I let the family members know and stuff. But yeah, there were, in the beginning, like even my mom, we had a lot of disagreements because she didn't like it, but she realized that I was serious about my acting career, and nothing was going to stop me, and so I just had to convey that to them, and whether they accepted it or not, it was gonna get done. It was gonna happen. I did it.
And you were, I'd say that you were very successful, because I'm gonna tell you, when I first met you, it wasn't at the club.
It wasn't.
But I met you a number of years ago, and when I first met you, it was at a film festival. And what I noticed about it, about the situation when we had exchanged information and went on Instagram and everything, and I was like, oh my God, I was like, I was okay. I was a little bit kind of known, a little bit like in this area, but I only had maybe, we'll say it was under 10,000 followers. You had like over 20 something at that time. And I was like, how did you get all of these followers or whatever? And like you said, as far as just through the publicity of what you were doing, so that played like a major part. So as of now, let's talk about just for a moment what you're currently doing. I know you do as far as like nails and so much other things.
Yeah, so I wanted to have my nails done for today, but I ran out of time because I am going through so much right now.
Okay.
But yeah, I do nails now, and I'm actually pursuing my own business called Cadify. Right now I'm working from home, but that is something, because like I said, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I'd like to keep doing that. But as I also stated, I'd go back if I have to. And right now it's looking real, probably go backish if I want to continue to pursue the things that I'm pursuing.
Yeah.
I'm still planning on, like I said, I just had a baby. So he's 9 months.
Okay.
And now I had a C-section. I wasn't able to have him naturally.
Yeah.
And so I had to wait a little bit. Then and the pandemic happened, you know, all these things happened. And so I'm just now getting back in the gist of things. Is that the right? Is that the statement to say?
Would you say the pandemic affected you? Because I mean,
mentally,
okay.
mentally. But I managed my money right. After dancing and experiencing that, I just learned, okay, you got to get serious. You need to manage your money right so that you can stop having to go back or, you know, do things that you don't want to do. Do what you have to do till you don't have to do it anymore. And so that's where I'm at now. But this is going to be my last time. If I do have to do it, this will be my last time. But right now, I'm focusing on my personal business, and I'm going to get back into acting classes, and I want to get into stunts and a few other things to be better on film. So. Yeah. That's my plan right now.
And you know what? And the thing is, there's so many people that have done a lot of the same things. Like, I mean, we look at Black China, you look at Cardi B, and they made it. I mean, everybody has different talents and everything, but I just say that whatever direction you choose to be able to go in, what we're enlightening people on today is that, I mean, there's always a backside that other people don't never get to see with all of that right there.
Yep.
And so, was there anything else that you would like to say as far as
No, I second what you said. That's exactly that. You do what you have to do till you don't have to do it anymore, and people are going to judge you no matter what you do.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. So, it's your life to live, even with your parents. Traditionally, I understand, I get it. Respect your parents. I'm not saying to disrespect your parents or even your family, but provoke that child not, right? Or however that goes with people who, you know, we live in a world where everyone is like pointing.
Yeah.
But what are you doing?
Right.
Behind closed doors.
Yeah.
You know, what are you guys doing? It's your life to live it, because you only get one. And if you look at the world today, people dropping like flies.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I didn't mean to snap. That probably messed with the camera. But, you know, do what you have to do, and don't let it stop you. Don't let people's opinions stop you.
Okay. Alrighty then. So there you have it. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take one last commercial break, and we'll be back right after this. So, welcome back once again. And today we've had, I feel like, a very touching conversation about just being a survivor. And my words have definitely, I'll just say my thoughts have definitely changed so much. Not saying that I was against anything before, but it's different now, just being enlightened. And I want to thank you personally, Kat, just for being here, a part of the show on today.
Thank you
with
for
just
having
everything.
me.
I know during the break you got like just a little bit emotional, and is that just pertaining to because you feel like as if that you're gonna fail, or are you gonna make it?
No, I feel like I know I'm gonna make it, especially after this. There is no question. In my mind, in my world, I've already made it.
Okay.
I can't change the world, but I can change the world around me, and I've done that through all the sacrifices that I've made, including being a stripper. You know, I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for dancing and stripping, being an exotic dancer, or however people want to put it. So it's a sacrifice, but it's worth it, because to me, this is a huge opportunity. I went through a lot to get here with my new baby and stuff. So yeah, I believe in me if nobody else does, and this is enough proof for me.
Okay.
I'm content with that.
Alrighty. Well, I want to thank you again just for being here and being a part of the show.
Thank you for having me.
Everyone, this right here is living proof that, I mean, we just never know the stories of what people deal with on a daily basis.
You never know.
But until next time, let's continue to talk, let's listen, and never stop loving. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you.